Hello everybody and welcome back to Normal Guy Games. This time, once again, I'm a little bit late to the party. Just like with Kill Team Soul Shackle, I have a copy of Warcry Blood Hunt, and I'm going to unbox it. Let's see what's inside. Alright, so we have here Warcry Blood Hunt. So let's break the seal and see what we got here. Oh boy. Boy, that top does not want to come off of there, does it? Let's just move here and zoom in a little. Okay. Top of the box here to put our sprues in. So, first thing we've got is the terrain. Now this big platform is kind of neat. That's kind of cool. Could use some larger platforms. And we've got some familiar sprues here. This is the same old scatter sprue that we got in both of the other boxes. This is also a repeat, I believe. Actually, no, I think this one might be kind of new, maybe. I'm not even sure anymore, to tell you the truth. All right, this is another piece of new terrain. Honestly, this terrain is kind of neat, but I would like to see something a little bit different. It would be nice if we could see maybe some if we could see some of the crashed Seraphon ship or whatnot. That would be kind of neat. This one looks vaguely familiar as well. But honestly, with this stuff, I mean, I really can't tell what's new and what's not. I'm gonna have to research on that. So, all right. So we've got the first team. These are the vampires, I believe. So these are the worshippers of corn, or are they? Goodness gracious, I don't even know anymore who's who. Okay. Well, let's look at who's who. So we got the two sprues here. Okay, giant board. Once again, giant board has damage. This has been occurring a lot with my boxes, and I don't know, I'm starting to get a little bit upset about that, I'll tell you the truth. The boards all come in pre-damaged. Cards, we've got cards. Cards are good. Okay, so we'll go over these in just a moment. Predator and Prey. Honestly, neither of these guys look like they would be prey, to tell you the truth. They all look like predators. Okay, so let's look at the two warbands first. So we have the Claws of Karnak. Now these definitely have a corn type look to them. And these would be the undead, I believe. Okay, yep, these are the vampires. Very cool. I really like this werewolf looking guy here in the back, the Curse Blood. I'm actually quite excited to build these guys. I think they'd be kind of neat. So let's see, we got the True Blade cards here. Come with everything. Okay. I got one card stuck to another because I didn't get the there we are. The Curse Blood. I really like that model a lot. That's a really cool looking model. So we got our regular warband cards. the I don't remember what these are called, but they're where you track your tokens. And we have our battle plans. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Along with our twists. Got plenty of these. That's really neat. But what I want to see is the terrain cards. Now, I kind of wish that there was some sort of indicator of what piece of terrain comes with what set, because I want to see if there are any preset terrain cards that use some of the other. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it only uses what's in this set. Well, since I've got all three sets, I mean, putting all three sets of cards together actually is not really a problem. They're all got the same back and everything, so that's not too bad. All right, as per the usual, the first thing I'm going to look at is the instructions. See, and this, again, is what I'm talking about. This little chart here is very handy to have when you're putting models together, because a lot of times I'll have several projects hanging around at once, and it's nice to be able to compare the different base sizes. So I usually keep one of these on hand at my painting desk. So the True Blades don't look like they have many options. Looks like most of them, you have the option of going with one weapon or another, which is kind of a good thing from Kill Team. So with these, you have either the choice of this bladed rope here. I'm not really sure what that's called. Throat taker. Okay, very cool. Or a falchion. Oh man, those large swords look really cool on these vampire guys. Very cool. Very neat, very neat. Okay, so that's what the warband looks like towards the end. Very cool. And you've got the Claws of Karnak, and these guys are the Khorne team. Very neat. They look cool too. So this stuff is part of the norm for the last couple of sets. That's just scatter terrain. This terrain, however, I have to admit, it is a bit daunting to put together, but it's good to see that we got some bigger pieces here. These big, looks like these walls or whatnot. It's a good change from the norm of just little scatter pieces and little trees and little platforms. It's kind of neat and kind of nice to have these bigger ones. I guess that's how everything looks at the end. Very neat. Okay, on to the Warband Tome. This book is actually a lot lighter than the other ones. A lot lighter. So we have the tried and true background on what's going on in this part of the Gnarlwood, along with some pretty decent art and a kind of a campaign overview of the different area and what the motivations are, the Crimson Path and the Ravage. And normal lore section on each of the war bands. Gives you a little bit of background. Also very cool. And we have some examples here of what the warband looks like. Also part of the norm. And I kind of like the way that these are painted, how they have kind of like a dark feel with like a purplish tinge to them. So on to the rules. So we have the regular rules here for like the battle plan generators and the faction rules or whatnot. You get the reactions and the actions for all of the factions here, for all the units, along with a copy of the cards that came physically. And that is for both warbands. And then you get your additional rules for the new terrain. You get the fortified gnarl oak and the fortified platforms, which as I already said, are kind of neat. It's nice to have these little fortified platforms. And then on to the regular notes here for all of the scatter terrain. This is all, you know, the same stuff, the rope bridges and fortification information. Now the campaign feels a little bit light this time. So we do have the quests that they'll be on, right? Along with the different battle plans that you have, and it comes with a short campaign here, as you can see. Not very much in this one. There's only a couple of of quests in this one. And then you have your background tables. But like I said, this book feels kind of light. Not just in weight. I mean, in content, it feels like there's not as much content in this book as there was in the previous books. Not really sure what's up with that, but I mean, still the set's worth it. I mean, you have some really neat models and some really cool terrain to use, and hopefully, you know, in the future we'll see maybe a little more in the way of options for the terrain, because this the terrain for this set, I don't know, I mean, it was kind of cool at first, but I would like to see something a little bit different terrain wise for this. Well, that's the gist of it. I would like to thank everybody for watching, and I really appreciate you all. We'll see you on the next video.